Okay, so I'm staring at the template, and I'm just going to copy the link and go to an incognito window and just put it in here. So now this is, I'm looking at it because I have view only access, and I'm just going to make a copy. And I'm going to call this, just so it doesn't get confused with another one, for video. And I'm going to put it, oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to put it in a different folder. I'm going to put it in Google Apps Scripts, and I made a folder earlier. There's nothing in here. I'm just going to put it here. So I'm going to put it there, make a copy. Okay, so now make it my own copy. Cool. So once it finally loads, what you do is you go to the app script, and all you have to do is make changes to the globals. So go to globals, and you need to put all of this stuff here. So this you can just straight copy from Pusher. So if you go to Pusher and set up your Sandbox account, and then set up a new app, and set up your two parts to be JavaScript and Node.js, then go to the keys, and boom, they'll literally show you this, but with the appropriate things in there. Just copy and paste that in. And then you can also make a folder. So in here, I'm just going to go ahead and make a new folder where all of the things are going to go. So I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call images for video. And when you make your new folder, you want to make sure to do a couple of things. You want to go to sharing, and you want to make it anyone with a link, and viewer is fine. Done. Okay, so that's good to go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to paste in all of these things here. When I'm done, hopefully I'll be ready to show you the rest of it. Okay, so just pause. Okay, and if you don't know how to get a folder ID, when you're looking at your folder, it's just this part after the slash. Everything after the slash, that's the folder ID. So now that I've got all that in here, I'm just going to hit save, because you notice it had an orange thing there. Now it's ready to go, and I just need to deploy it. So we go to deploy, and we go to new deployment, and I just usually say first time here in case I need to make some adjustments. You want to leave that there, you want to leave that there, that's great. And when you first deploy it, it's going to ask you for some permissions, and it's going to get really mad at you if you're using the consumer Gmail, because they really think that you shouldn't provide these permissions. But I think it's fine. So you authorize, you tell it the account, and here you get to this. Just go to advanced and say, yep, I really do want it. And then it says, wow, this app can see, create, and delete all of your Google Drive files and all of your spreadsheets and connect to an external service. Yep, that's okay with me. So I'll say allow. And this does take a little while. And then here is your URL. So I don't really want to show you guys that URL, but I guess I can delete it later. So I'm just going to go to it. And nothing's here because, of course, the spreadsheet itself, which is this, has nothing in it. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to choose File. Just going to grab one of these things I've been testing with all day long. And 3 or 4 seconds later, it should show up. There it is. Tiny little thumbnail. If you click it, you see a much bigger version of it. I'm going to choose another file just to make sure it's still working. I don't know. One of these other screenshots is fine. About this one. I don't know. 3, 4, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds. So as you add them, they just start stacking up top. And boom, that's it. Send this URL to folks, and it works. I'm just going to disable this one. All right.